I had an injury in my shoulder from work, and I went and saw a doctor. After seeing him going through physical therapy and having an MRI, it was determined that I needed surgery and that my labrum had tore. If it's a major tear, they have to drill a hole and put an anchor into your bone and then tie it down to it. And mine was apparently major tear because he drilled a hole in and tied it down. So I have surgery and I don't recover very well. In fact, I almost get worse where I can't now move my shoulder at all. And then I had a second surgery where they just put me under, the same doctor put me under anesthesia and did a movement of my arm to try to break up scar tissue. And I still wasn't up to par where I should be. Ended up going to get a second opinion, and the second doctor found that the first doctor had placed the anchor in the wrong part of my shoulder bone, because he had to drill a hole and put the anchor in, and he placed it in the wrong spot. Which then he also tied down the labrum to accommodate for it being out of place. So then not only was the anchor placed in the wrong position, but then they pulled the labrum too far down to be pinched anyways. The doctor who did the second surgery, my second opinion doctor, was pretty upset actually when he met with me and my husband about what he found in my shoulder. And he was so upset that he said that he recorded it on video, the surgery, he took pictures, and he made specific notes about what was wrong with his shoulder. So the first time I met Tom, I felt confident after having a conversation with him that this was not only a rational case that needs to go to follow through with, but I just felt confident that we would win, that he knew what he was doing. In the depositions, they got the doctor to fumble on his words and not even realize what he had done, but what he had done was say that he would never place an anchor where he actually placed it, and then they showed him the pictures and he tried denying it. So it was kind of like he's so caught up in being arrogant, or just not being humble, not being able to say, okay, I made a mistake. Honestly, I think we can all make mistakes and we all have to be held accountable to them. But in a private situation when we were willing to negotiate, he still was not, he still was refusing. And after he had opinions and the second doctor say this was wrong, he still had a hard time admitting it. He still couldn't admit it was wrong, even with pictures. And so really what I wanted out of this was for him to say, just be accountable for what you did. And maybe that's unrealistic. I don't know. But he had to be accountable for it.